Hello my lovely and dear students. Now welcome to our next session of the same chapter. Yeah, that is the chapter number 5, standard 6, separation of substances. In the previous video, what we studied? We studied about the few of the things, the basic things that we are separating in our day-to-day life in our homes. Straining the tea leaves from the tea, churning of the curd. These are the familiar things in your day-to-day life, isn't it? And your mother sometimes separating the things that are, she is picking up the stones and insects from the rice. Now let us take something new here in this video. Now let us start. What is there? In this, I am going to deal with the different methods of the separation. Do you know what are these? What are these different methods? These are such names are given to it. Let us understand that. What is there? Now see here. One is the hand picking method. In my previous video, I just show you the hand picking method. Right now here, I also show you again. Next is threshing, then is the winnowing, sieving, evaporation, sedimentation, decantation and the filtration. These are the different methods to separate the substances. Okay, so now let us move ahead. What is in this? First was hand picking method. Do you know what is that hand picking method? Even you too are also doing it your home, even during your play method. If your lots of toys are mixed there and you only want your soft toys from there, some hard objects are there, some blocks are there, some soft toys are there. What you are going to do then? You are just going to pick it with your hands only. The same way in the day-to-day life, in the kitchen also, even the farmers, what do all they are doing? They are just picking with the hands. And right now here I can show you that, see here. In this the pulses, the gram, even some of other things are mixed. So what I am going to do, if I want to take only the useful substance, these I am going to pick it with the hands. Okay, this is what I am doing. I am picking it with the hand. This is the one method that is very easy and possible when we want to pick something with the hand, that is hand picking. Next is the hand picking. You need to understand what it is and why we are doing it. It is a separation method that is used to remove the unwanted and harmful substances from a mixture. Right now you can see over here that this is not a useful substance. This is harmful. This is unwanted. I am separating this from the pulses. Okay. Then I used my hands to separate, and then pulses in the rice that have impurities such as stones, dirt, insects and maybe other grains that I have shown you right now. Then we remove the stones, the dirt, insects and other grains with your hand. That method is ultimately hand picking. This is our next mixture of sugar and salt. Can hand picking be used to separate all substances from a mixture? Just wait for a second. I'll just show you how we can separate it. Here you can see here that I'm having the sugar. I'm going to show you that how it looks like. If I mix the sugar and the salt, this is a filter paper, Whatman filter paper is the name. And if you see that this is the sugar and the salt, if both get mixed, do you think about that how you can separate it? Can I separate with the hand? No, it is not possible to separate that. Now here we have to think that how we can separate those things. So here, see here, that when hand picking can be used, where hand picking can be used, that is the size of impurity or impure substance is large. Right now I show you this, that the size of the impurity is large. Right now this can be separated. Second, the quantity of impure substance is less. As you can see, this impurity which is not needed here, this can be seen and this can be hand picked, and this is very less. If these are more, some another method we are going to choose. If you compare that glass one with the filter paper. As I show you here, the sugar and the salt. This sugar and salt, these can't be separated with the hand because these both are mixed. And here you can just correlate that the size of impure substance is very small, as in case of sugar and salt. And the large quantity of impurity. The large quantity of impurity are mixed with each other. Right now, it is not possible to separate. So this is what the hand picking method is, where it is preferred. The grain that is separated from the stalks of the plant. As we have studied before, that grains are separated from the stalks, and these stalks are used as fodder for animals to feed, and the grains that is separated from the chaff, which is ultimately we get it after threshing. What is threshing? Need to understand that first, when the crops are being cut down, they are dried in the sun. After that, this process is used for separating the grains from the stalks. As I show you in my previous slide, I'll show you again. See here, this is the grain, this is the stalk. What we are going to do in the next, the threshing process. Stalk is separated from the grains. See, by two ways they are doing. Stalks are beaten manually. They beat manually on the hard surface. The grains are being separated and from the stalk. Second one is the thresher. With the help of the machines, the chaff and the stalks that are being separated and grains are being separated from it by the machines. This is what happened in threshing. Next is winnowing. What do you mean by winnowing? Winnowing, this is a method of separation to separate the heavy object, that is component from the lighter one. What we are doing? Just note it down. Winnowing is separating heavier and the lighter components by the way of wind or by way of blowing the air. As from the initial word, if you are not able to recall, you can make a mnemonics for it. Something that make you recall by that. Wind. Wind here for the wind. That means winnowing is the process to separate the heavy and the light by the way of wind or by blowing the air. How they are doing this? These are used by the farmers to separate the husk from the grain. In the previous, with the threshers and all that, we just separate the grain from stalk. But even then, sometimes they are mixed with each other. What is another way? That is being separated. These are the lighter. The husk, that is fodder for animals, being separated from the grains that we are eating by the method of winnowing. Now let us see how it is being done. The lady is standing over here. No need to stand on the table, even at the floor also. But by both ways she can do. What she is doing? From this side, as I have put it over here, arrow, this side the wind is coming. What will happen? The lighter part, the lighter one, the husk and the fodder, that is for animal, it will come to this side. It will flow along the direction of wind, and the heavy one will fall down and make a heap over here. This is how the lighter and heavier are separated. Heavier particles will settle down and form the heap. Heap means all the things that together come and they make a heap like structure. Lighter particle will be carried away by the wind, and this is what the husk are the lighter, grain are heavier. This method is winnowing. Next is the sieving. You all have seen the sieves. I'll show you again. This is a strainer. This is a sieve. Even at your homes, your mothers are using different types of sieves are there. This is another sieve which having the bigger holes. Okay. And again, this is what your mother is also using at home to sieve the floor. But you should not sieve that, because the roughage that is present in it, that is very helpful for our health. You should not sieve the wheat flour when you are making a dough. It should be used as such, yes, because that is acting as a fiber. So here what the person is doing over here, sieving. They are just sieving the things. Maybe for baking the cakes, you just want to sieve the powdered sugar and the flour. This is the next step, and see what is next over here. Sieving It's a simple technique for separating the particles of the different sizes. Say for example, if I am having the different size particles, so what method I am going to choose? I am going to choose the sieving method. Likewise over here, you can see the sieves are being used even during the construction. If you have observed near your home, the bigger sieves that having the big holes and some smaller particles that are needed, that can be strained from here, that can be sieved. Okay, they are sieving the soil particles. The larger one were separated and the smaller, they will just get the fine soil particles over here with the sieving. Next is sedimentation. What do you mean by sedimentation and decantation? Sedimentation, this is the practice. The word seems to be difficult to you, but it is not that so. We are just correlating it with the home remedies, that what is actually. Say for example, at your home, we are having the pulses. Okay, what we are going to do, we are having the pulses in the bowl. Your mother used to put in the bowl the pulses, and in that some lighter particles are there. Say for the insect, what she is going to do? Then she used to pour the water in it and the lighter particle will float on the surface. This is how is being done in the sedimentation. Sedimentation means it will settle down. The heavier particle will settle down, and decantation, the upper one, the water that consists of insects floating that are lighter, that slowly being decanted, that been slowly being washed out or thrown out by her in the decantation. She is washing over here the rice. Sedimentation is when the heavier component is in a mixture that is settled down after water is added to it. That is sediment. Sediment means that is settling down. Heavy particle will settle down when you pour the water in it. And decantation, in this, the process in which water and any other liquid above the sediment means this sediment, this heavy pulses that is being settled down lower here, and the water is floating upward. So now this heavy one is settled down and other liquid above the sediment, that means the liquid that is floating above, that is being poured slowly out of it. Okay, that is being poured slowly without disturbing the sediment. We will not disturb the heavy particles that is being settled, and slowly the water is being taken out. That is decantation. It is also used to separate the two immiscible liquids. Say for example, if two immiscible liquids are there. What are two immiscible liquids? If you recall, in our previous videos we have done it, that immiscible water as well as the oil. These two are immiscible. These are not mixed with each other. How we are going to separate? Because the oil is lighter, it will come on the upper layer, and the water is heavy, it is below that oily layer. We are going to decant it. We are separating the oil from the water. So in case of oil and water, that are the immiscible liquids. This is what the sedimentation. You can see over here, I mix the soil in the beaker. You can observe clearly that water here, this is somewhat turbid, but the soil, it has been settled down on the surface. So what is this? This is this sedimentation. And if I want to separate this water and the soil, what I am going to do? You can observe over here, slowly I will just pour this liquid into the another beaker. Now you can observe it. This water is being taken out by decantation process, and by sedimentation the soil is being settled down, and here settling of the soil, the heavier particles, sedimentation, taking out of water, from that separating this water and the soil, this is the decantation process. Okay, so this is the sedimentation, soil settled down after some time. Next is I decanted, soil and the water both are being separated. This is the soil, this is the water which I have separated right now. Okay, this is decantation. Filtration. What is filtration? Again a topic of discussion, that what do you mean by filtration? Have you seen this in your laboratory, this is a funnel. And what this? Whatman filter paper. This is a round. How you are going to make it? Make it half, then another fold, then make this fold like this way. Put it in the funnel, okay? And I want to filter this. That means I don't want another soil particle. This is the mixture. What I am going to do? I am just going to put it on the side slowly and slowly. You will see that water is just coming down when I put it into the funnel. You can observe over here, this water is dropping. This water is actually filtration. I am just filtering this mixture and the water, I am getting it into the another one. Rest of the impurities along with any such other, that can be separated by this way. So this is what? Filtration process. Pure water is getting here and soil is being separated. This is what I have shown you. The funnel, this conical one is the funnel. Here filter paper I put it here. This is the conical flask, or you may take the another beaker. This is another beaker which is having the liquid and insoluble solid. Insoluble solid is soil. This way filtration, that is insoluble solid from a liquid by passing it through a medium. That is often filter paper we are using. What we are using? Filter paper. This is also another type of filter paper. Now filtration, that is used to separate the pulp and the seeds from the juice. Your mother is making a juice for you. What she is doing? Sometimes in it, even in the lemon juice, when she is making lemon juice, seeds are there. What she is doing? She is filtering. Okay. Then it is also used to separate the cheese or paneer from the milk. When your mother make a paneer at home, what she is doing? She boiled the milk, she poured the lemon, then what happened? The paneer is formed. And that paneer, she is taking out of it with the help of such type of filters or strainers. Okay. Ultimately separating the cheese. See what is going to happen. This is what again that I have shown you. This is the filtration process. Evaporation. What do you mean by evaporation? Evaporation, this is the another technique in which how we separate the things based on that whether it's hand-picked, filtered, decanted or what is. This is the evaporation process in which liquid get converted into the gas form, and evaporation that can be used to separate the solid that is dissolved in a liquid. Say for example, the salt. The salt I have shown you. If the solid is being dissolved in the water, this is being separated by the process of evaporation. This process is often used to separate the salt from the salt water in the sea waters. If you have seen, even in the Gujarat also, many of the places, even you go out of the outer side, outer end of the Gujarat, in the Bhavnagar also, this process is being done. Sea water is allowed to stand over here. Sea water is being allowed to stand in the shallow pits. These are the shallow pits. Water is being standed over here. Then this water slowly gets evaporated. And what else we are getting? We are getting the salt ultimately through the process of evaporation. And a few days, water gets completely evaporated. Ultimately, we get the salt. The common salt that is obtained by this and the mixture of salts, and further these are being purified. I think it is understood to you. This is again using more than one method for the separation. Sooner we will discuss about this topic in our next video. I think these main points like hand picking, winnowing, sieving, sedimentation, decantation, evaporation. These are the important terms. You have to note it down and just recall again. Just pronounce that and make yourself understood that what this means. Thank you. We'll meet you soon.